So once again, like we always do, I'm gonna be talking about the new balance changes that recently came out for Brawl Stars. These ones are kind of short. They're a little bit weird because some people got changed that I wasn't really expecting to. There were some buffs that, in my opinion, don't make any sense. But I did announce the winner for the $50 giveaway, so I pinned your comment if you won. I pinned your comment and I replied to it, so you should have got the notification. But the winner was Minky, but that's all done with, and if they don't reply within 24 hours, then I'll be picking another winner, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get into it. So the first one is Darryl. He's getting a star power nerf for his first star power, Steel Hoops. It's going from 3.5 seconds shield to 3 seconds, and I think that this is a pretty good change because his other star power is still kind of useless. I never had it. I don't even want to have it because I think I would never use it, just because Steel Hoops is a way better option. And Darryl has been all over the place recently, but if they nerf his base stats, I feel like he's going to be garbage again. So I think the main reason why he's all over the place is because of Steel Hoops, so I think that's actually a pretty good idea for nerf for him. So that's actually a good one. I like that one. And then we have 8-Bit, another good change. His extra life, he's invincible for 1 less second after he respawns, from 3 to 2 seconds. Another good change, though I think he needs a bit of a damage nerf, or honestly I think he needs a rework because he's just super boring to play. I heard from other YouTubers that he has a really low use rate, but he has a really high win rate because of how boring he is, because he's super slow and just completely unfun to play. So even though he wins a lot, people don't even bother playing him because he's so boring. So I think that they should probably make him a little bit faster but reduce his damage a little bit, but don't make him too much like Colt, because you know then it's just another Colt. He should definitely be slower than everybody else, but maybe not that slow, so they could again reduce his damage, make him a little bit faster, change a couple other things. I think that would be pretty cool. So Jessie, another pretty good change. I don't know if this is too much or not. We're gonna have to wait a little bit to find out, but her projectile speed got increased by 10%, and that's always a really good change. I think that she feels a lot better now, because before her projectiles were super slow, and that was the reason why I didn't really like playing her that much, because when you're playing as her, like, you shoot and somebody can easily dodge the shot if you're not right up on them. So I think that this is a really good change for her. Now for the Scrappy buff, he got 200 more health again. So at max level, he's got 4,200 health, which is a lot for a little turret. That's the thing that makes me wonder if this is too much, because she's already getting a really good buff with her projectile speed. That might be enough alone, and with Scrappy having, you know, over 4,000 health now, she's gonna be pretty strong, I think. Now here's one that I didn't really expect, because Ems has been in the top tier for ever since she came out, which was like a month ago or something like that. She's getting a buff to her second star power, and of course that star power is completely useless, like no matter how much you buff it, unless you give it like an absolute metric ton of health when you use her super. Besides that, it's not going to be even close to being as good as her main star power, which makes her do more damage per tick. But yeah, they buffed her second star power. I think that she needed a nerf in her base stats, just because of, you know, she's just way too strong in a lot of modes, and she's getting an overall buff now, so I don't really agree with that. I think that they should have nerfed a couple other things, or even nerfed her other star power and then buffed this one or something. But yeah, this is one change that I don't really agree with, just because Ems is too strong. I hate it when they buff people who are already strong, and that happens again in this list of balance changes, which is really weird. And next we have Pam. Her health is being increased by 200, and this makes me think that Pam might get back into the meta a little bit. I've been seeing her a little more often. The only thing about her is that randomly it seemed to be harder to land shots. Like, it seems like her spread was a little bit wonky. I don't know if they changed it in secret or something, but she doesn't really have nearly as good of a damage output as she used to. So again, I don't know what changed, but something definitely did. But yeah, she's getting 200 more health. That probably won't change too much. I don't think that that'll make her like overpowered or anything, but if she does come back into the meta, then she'll probably dominate like crazy because of how much health she has. But a change like that would never make somebody like jump from low tier to high tier ever. So here's the other one that I don't really agree with. Sandy is getting a star power buff, and he's not getting any other kind of nerf. Just like Ems, he's really strong right now, like probably top 5, and he's not getting a nerf. He's actually getting a buff. It's only a star power buff, but that star power before was really good and it was a main option, and now that it does more damage from 40 to 120 per tick for like 9 seconds, that's gonna be really good, and that's just gonna make Sandy even more annoying. It's giving him another kill move, and overall it's making Sandy even stronger when he should be nerfed in the first place. So now for the final brawler change, we have Tara, and her first star power, Black Portal. The damage from the pet is going from 600 to 800, but I don't think that this will change that much, just because when do you ever see that thing even hit somebody? I never see that thing hit anybody. They should probably make it have like more health, or make it throw something instead of being melee, or even make it faster or anything, because it's pretty bad. The only thing is if they make it too strong, then, you know, you're gonna have Tara's super, and then you're gonna have like Nita's bear coming at you. So they probably shouldn't make it that good. So maybe this will be an okay change, but overall, I think that star power just isn't good compared to healing winds. And the power play change, I'm not gonna go over this that much because I haven't played power play yet, but to get an epic win in heist, your safe has to be above 60% instead of 80%. So that's a pretty okay change. I don't really know how that works because I haven't played power play yet, but that's probably a good change for people who do. So look up for that. If you get over 60%, then you'll get an epic win, which I think gets you more points. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Overall, I think that these balance changes are okay. The reason I say that is because 2 people got buffed who I didn't think should be buffed. If that didn't happen, then these would overall be really good. My favorite ones are definitely Darryl and Jessie, because Darryl needed that nerf to his star power and Jessie needed a buff because she was like the worst in the game for a very long time. And I think that the new worst brawler would probably be either Pam or El Primo. Don't quote me on that because there could be other worse people, but a lot of low tier brawlers got buffed recently. And with El Primo's second star power nerf like over and over and over again, he's really fallen off. I haven't seen him in many modes, not even Brawl Ball, because it doesn't last that long. So I think that the meta is going to be shifting a little bit. I definitely think that Jessie is going to make her way up. I think that Sandy and Ems are going to be even stronger with their new buffs, which they again didn't need because they were already high tier brawlers. But if you guys enjoyed the video, then make sure that you leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, then make sure that you subscribe because I post almost daily videos on this game. Anyways though, with all that being said, I will see you guys later and have a good night.